Hey people, good morning. Yeah, out and about here early this morning walking my dog as well. I mean Lavender. Yeah, yeah, I woke up early this morning. Hope you guys can hear me. I don't want to talk too loud. Yes, good morning from Rwanda. Yes, it is September 10, 2024, and it's just after 5 in the morning. Yeah, I love early morning walks. Wow, I feel good, but I have a lot of concerns. I feel good because I'm outside, but actually very sad inside. Yeah, you know that, I'm from America, from New York City, the best city in the world, but it's gone mad. I'm very sad. I listen to alternative news, and I woke up and I was watching the Alex Jones program. I was watching the Alex Jones program. Really been watching him more so the last, I would say, 6 years, but I've been introduced to him, wow, the early part of the decade, the first decade of this millennium. My first film documentary that I saw of him was when he went into Bohemian Grove. Yeah, all that, I took it as entertainment. I didn't know really what to make out of it. Hey, hey. Yeah, I still say, hello to the people. Sometimes when you're outside at night, you know, to signal to them, hey, hello, or raise your hand, hi, gesture. It puts us both at ease, you know what I mean? Motorcycle. Yeah, a lot of motorcycles here, they ride people all over the place. I still have to be careful and look around. Yeah, yeah, I watch alternative news, not knowing that it was called alternative news. I took it as entertainment. Now it's not entertainment. Now it's serious. Yeah, so when I woke up this morning around 3 o'clock in the morning, I had Alex Jones on. And only certain browsers could get his channel, like on my smart TV. I can't get it. Yeah, I had to change the browser. And I went on the internet to find out how to do it, but it doesn't work. And it said, when you check the system, it says that it's at its capacity for updates. So I don't know how to do it, but I'd like to be able to watch Alex Jones' show on the big screen. So, what I saw today on his program was shocking. Now, I come from New York City, and I kind of, maybe a year ago, heard some news about people, migrants, as they're called, they're illegals, but they call them migrants, eating rats and guinea pigs. Now in 2020 or 2021, we had a deluge of rats. I personally have seen. I've personally seen them. I would get up early, like now, and walk my dogs. I had 3 dogs then. Just looking. Yeah, I had 3 dogs then. And, sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm a little jumpy right now. Yeah, they have okay, the owners there. Yeah, people here, they get up early. Yeah, the owners up. So, okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, that house have guard dogs, and sometimes when you're not expected, they like make noise. I get startled sometimes. Protective over my baby. That's all what it is. Yeah, especially now after the news that I heard on Alex Jones' program. Um, yeah, I'm from New York City. Trying to give you a background. Those who are just watching for the first time, I'm from New York City. I lived in the heart of the city, and there were a lot of things going on. And I had gotten assaulted by a woman, got hit by a woman, crazy lady, about 2 or 3 years ago. And other attempts that were on me, by 3 other males, different occasions. And then when they tried to steal my dog last year, yeah, these cars can drive real fast and they can like hug the road. So I move out the way. And, yeah, I'm always facing, you know, against traffic because I want, if something's gonna come my way, I want to see it coming. That's why I do it that way. The motorcycle coming. Yeah. So, yes, I'm from New York City, and yeah, when they tried to steal my dog right in front of everybody, it's real sneaky. And it's not just migrants that are doing it. This was a local guy, local Hispanic fellow. And he tried to be slick. Yeah, people, all types of people. You got someone who's poor, whether they're local poor, and you know, just going to. You got to be careful. Anybody. You have people who are desperate, and now it's even more desperate. People are out of their minds. In New York City, all of this sunrise is starting. See the clouds? It's getting that slight blush in the sky. The sun is going to come up. So I love it. I love this time of day. Okay. So anyway, I'm sorry. People are desperate. You have the working poor, and then you have the illegals. And then you have the people who are truly, we call it amnesty, they need protection where they live in the countries. It might be political uprising, things like that. So, yeah, so I decided to leave New York last year, 2023. And it's cost me plenty. But just imagine someone leaving a country. Like I left the country, I left with my resources. And I came legally. It's a whole process. And I respect the process. And I think the country respects the process also when they make it when you have to apply for a visa. You pay for it, it costs money. So they get money that way. And I'm a retiree. So I am paying into the system. I'm paying to live here. And yeah, there is the foreigner tax, so to speak, when you have a service or buy something. They would charge you a little more if they can. Yes. I'm getting better with negotiating. I mean, you have to choose your battles. Choose your battles. If something you feel is hard, you just walk away. And sometimes, wait. And life is like cycles. One day you get a really good buy, another day maybe you pay a little more. But, in short, it all balances out. It finds its equilibrium, okay? So, yeah, I decided to come here to Rwanda. And there's a lot of good things about it. I like the environment, the hills and everything. I fell in love with the trees and all that. That's me here. So here, I came with resources. But I hope, Mama would say, there you go. Hey, nimeza. Yeah. So, yeah, those security. I'm sorry. So just imagine somebody going into another country, but with masses of people who don't have resources. Maybe you made promises, people made you promises before you left. You might have been sponsored. They say, hey, you want to go to America? Oh, you get a job, clothes. You say, sure. A lot of people watch American TV and you think you're going to have the good life. Some of them bring little kids. Yeah, some of them bring their little kids, babies. And they get here. Well, then they come here and they're bussed into communities and they don't tell the community what's going on. They don't, the people may not know the language, the customs, or anything. And again, they don't have resources. So they have to be processed. Some of them get on public assistance, food stamps. And then they didn't tell them, oh, you can only stay here for a month if you're single, or 2 months if you are a family, you have a family, like a mom and kids. After that, they throw you on the street, and then you have to apply for housing, whatever. And the cycle repeats itself. Okay. Then you get desperate. And a lot of these people are young, strong men. You're not a refugee, some of them are released from prisons, from the that they come from. They're hardened criminals, many of them. It's amazing how it's not like a whole different type of demographics, but you just see certain types. You don't see like old people, who want to get out of their situation back on home. You don't see families. You see a whole bunch of young guys, teenagers, 20s. And again, some of them came from prisons. They're releasing them from prisons and they let them go. And havoc. In New York City, they somehow got access to motorbikes and then videos of people being assaulted. And sometimes they work in pairs and they snatched their purses, watches. Now, Kamala have this, they're not, sorry, I'm multitasking here. Now they're going to do that and jeopardize the safety of the people that live there. Sorry, let me just fix this. Okay. Sorry. So they're not considering the people. No. They're not considering the people. Come on, no. They're not considering the people that are in the region, or are they dumping them in strategic neighborhoods where people are going to say, I'm not going to stand for this anymore? What's going on? I think being done, in my opinion, I think the Biden-Harris administration, good boy, that they're doing this deliberately. They're trying to topple America. They're trying to hurt us. It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. Evil doesn't supposed to make sense. I think the Biden-Harris administration are evil people. And they strategically put their cohorts in positions of power in law, medicine. They do policies to harm you. Now Kamala wants to try to make you think about the people. If she's about people, how come she's not helping the safety of the so-called black people now that she wants to identify with? These mice are going in our communities. We're struggling from the pandemic still. And the pandemic ended us in 2022, just 2 years ago. And many people lost their jobs. Many. And not only losing jobs, but businesses shut down. So why would you bring in thousands of people without resources, money, people who have anchor babies? That's right, I say anchor baby. So when you want to use a doctor, you can't see your doctor because you have to deal with the migrants, and they're seen first. This is all social engineering, people. So that's what was happening in New York City. Anchor babies, young men somehow supposed to be impoverished, but somehow they get these motorbikes, and then they're using it to terrorize black people in America, Asians in New York City. The Asians the homes. I saw the statistics. Native-born Americans are losing employment. but foreign-born slash migrants are being hired. So how does that work? I feel that it's done to try to cause a war between the locals and the migrants. Because if you're local, you lose your job and you lose it to a migrant. And this happened to me 20 something years ago. I used to live in Hawaii. There are illegals in Hawaii. And they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it there, but they have a lot of illegals there. And they're protected. They're given resources. So when I speak out of experience. I don't hate people, but I hate the politics behind the people being used. I think the migrants are being exploited. I think they're being lied to. And when you're desperate and you're a migrant slash illegal and you have no resources, what do? You become protection mode, autopilot, and you do anything to survive. So when I was watching the Alex Jones show today, yeah, it's getting brighter, the sky. See, look at this. This is beautiful. So I just want peace, people. Yeah, this is Africa. I'm in the middle of Africa. In Rwanda. Mamamutse. That's one of the few words I know that means good morning. Mamamutse. So anyway, I'm very sad this morning. And I want to share what I saw on Alex Jones' show. He is alternative news. And he's seemed to always be on the money, you know. Well, the thumbnail of the video was very targeting. Wow. Yeah, I mentioned a little earlier that it happened in New York City when I was still living there in 2023. People were said to be eating guinea pig and rats. Well, 2024 in Springfield, Ohio. And I think I met a lady from Springfield many, many, many years ago. We were roommates. We were roommates. And something, well, what is documented? What is documented here? Okay. Okay, someone behind. What is documented? You have people. Tahoe. Yeah. Doing good. Yeah. So. Yeah, nimeza anyanyu. Yeah. Yego.
Ikinyarwanda urakiga neza.
Okay.
Which country are you coming from?
Yego.
Wavuye mu cyo gihugu.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah. It's okay. You get people who do the early walks here. Yeah, I sometimes feel uncomfortable when someone's right behind me. So just let them know, hey, you know, you say something. It is what it is. I mean, they're friendly here, but I am who I am. Yeah, the people come out this time, you know, they like to walk. So, I'm sorry. Okay. So, on the show, Alex Jones show, um, they showed footage, very candid footage that was shocking. And in Springfield, Ohio, you have about, I think it's a 100,000, but maybe in Springfield, maybe it's 20,000, but it's a lot. Springfield is a small town, relatively small, but they put one the population that was brought there that were from Haiti. Haiti is one of the is the poorest country in that hemisphere of the planet, and so you bring people with few resources, and then they're coming into a town being bussed in. And again, the people weren't discussed this population there or what's happening. The people are eating your pets. Now I have a doggy here. Okay. You don't want anything to happen to your pets. In America, you have people who, like many people, have cats in America, and they let the cat go out to take care of its business, right? And the cat comes back. Even when I lived in the Caribbean, my neighbor did the same thing. What's happening, people? The people, some of the Haitian migrants, are eating the pets. They showed it's like this a Hollywood movie. A lady had a cat, and the lady comes home from work, a resident, and then she was looking for her cat. Then she looked next door because she had new neighbors, and she sees her cat on these sticks. Like when you're hanging up something for the blood to drain everything. Look at they eating a cat. I couldn't believe it. And then they showed another picture. No, video, not picture. Video. Let's see what time it is. Okay, it's 45. Wow. The sun is coming up earlier and earlier now, it seems. Okay. So they showed a video of a woman, and the cops are there. And it turned out, you see something on the ground, you see blood, you see a woman, and then the next scene you see the cops, and that gets the ladies in handcuffs now. The lady was eating a cat, raw. Marajo. Could you believe that? And then you hear the cop saying, cop is taking a picture of the lady, saying, smile, smile, smile. Why do you smile? Go. I guess he demonstrated. So he goes like this. She goes like that. Sicko. Marajo. A sicko. Could you believe? I'm shocked, people. I am shocked. I know Haitians. I've gone out with a Haitian. I'm not against Haitian people. I feel sorry for them. When I was in college in 2010, and I remember I got news that there was a big earthquake in Haiti. Have to just watching my step here. I cried so hard. I cried. I said, oh God. I mean, it was the capital got demolished. I cried for them. I care about them historically. But I'm gonna say I feel so sorry for them that it's like every time they try to move forward, something bad happened. Thousands of them died. And then people were exploiting them. Yeah, I went to school with Haitians. First Haitians I met was in elementary school. Hardworking people. Back then in the 1970s, there, there was assimilation. They learned the language, customs, and they want to move up. They're very hardworking. That's my experience with Haitians. And then in the 1980s, early 80s, there was a Haitian lady on my job, and I liked how her hair was done. And she told me a place where she gets her hair done. And yeah, they did good work. And if you have black, if you want your hair straightened and stuff, they do a good job in straightening the hair. But I noticed that even though, and back then in the early 80s, I had very low self-esteem, and I just wanted so bad to fit in. I was born in America. My parents were born in America, but my grandparents from some elsewhere. They're from the Caribbean, various islands. And even though I'm a black person, but you're bringing in your own culture, your own vibes, and you know, where do you fit? Marajo. Yeah, where do you fit? You want a place to fit. So when I met these people from Haiti, I was all excited because even though I'm not Haitian, none of my ancestors were from that island, but they were French speaking, and on my mom's side they're French speaking. So I thought, okay, this is the closest I can get for maybe fellowship of some type. But what I learned from this experience dealing with them, people know their own, are not from their island, are not of their culture, and they're not going to treat you the same. And, they're not going to treat you the same. And I wasn't. I was very upset at an incident that happened there. Good morning. Mama would say. Morning, morning. Yeah, I had to wait 7 hours for them to finish my hair. 7 hours. And that it's like they had washed, set my hair, but now it's to take out the rollers and to style it. And they wouldn't do it. And I was the first one there. And then I finally spoke, so I was very timid back then in the 1980s, I was timid. And you're supposed to be polite, right? So finally spoke up. I said, hey, I asked the owner, I said, hey, when am I going to get my hair done? I've been sitting here for all these hours, and everybody else is going before me, and I was the first one here. And she's going to pretend that she's all concerned, right? She saw me sitting there. She's not stupid. Well, they didn't respect my money. And another time, no, and I brought, some years later, I brought family and relatives there to get their hair done. Now, I used to do manicuring and pedicuring. Yes, I did so many different occupations. And I did my own feet at home. Well, guess what? I don't remember the incident, but the person reminded me of what happened. And then she remembered the color of the nail polish, and that's what I wore back in those days. This red-orange nail polish for my feet. I did a good job. And the lady at the desk said, oh, because she wants to charge me to get my feet. She thought I got my feet done there. Oh, who did her feet? Because she didn't believe me that I did my own feet. So she's asking me about, "Hey, who did her feet? Who did her feet?" I said, trust me. And I've been going there for years. Yeah, this is the 90s now, 1990s at this time. So about 10 years. And it says, we didn't do her feet. But look at that. I'm a customer. I was a loyal customer for about 10 years there. Well, I started going there 10 years ago, but, at that time. And you don't trust, they don't do manicures, pedicures there. All the time I've been there, no one ever got their nails done. No customer. And I said, wow, this is how you treat me. But it's interesting. And so what I learned there is that people may not mind you making money. And I think what a lot of Black Americans have to learn, that, see, we were taught, at least I was taught, the term minority. I mean, we have to stick together and this and that. And that we're all one family. Well, that's not true. That's not true. That is not true. People see what they want to see in you. They make an assessment right away. Are you from where they're from? I've been asked back in New York, oh, are you a such and such? Are you? And it's usually no. And I said, well, I hope you still will consider me a friend, something like that, because I know what it generally means. And people want to size you up right away. Where you're from, who are your people. And so it doesn't matter. Maraho. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are. What matters is who is going to be in the fold and who's not. So the people who are being brought to Maraho. Yeah. So the people in Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, they already know who's who. They know who's local, who's not local, who are from where they're from. And they're not seeing, now Springfield, Ohio seems to be a white city, a white town predominantly. So you're going to stand out, if you're Haitian there. They're being brought in. Now, in the 1970s, there wasn't that many. There's a small number, and then they assimilate. And they're really nice people. In general, very nice people. Hardworking, learn the language and everything. But now, if you're bringing 100,000 people, and then in that town, 20,000, which is about 1/3 of the local population overnight, you're going to have a problem. There are also pictures of people that, like, they have parks in Cincinnati, Ohio, the parks with ponds and all that, and they have wildlife. Well, the people there from Haiti are killing the wildlife. Guy with a giant bird on his arm, and they're decapitating and leaving the heads of the animals there. This was on, and it just sounds bad. Come here. It sounds awful. Come. It sounds awful. It just sounds like a bad nightmare. They are grabbing the birds, the goose, big ass birds, capturing them, decapitating them. and eating them. I am horrified. I went to school with people from Haiti. Um, I went to school with them in college. Was it 10 years ago? No, no, 12 years ago. Yeah, they want an education. They want opportunity. But boy, when something's not regulated and you're not screening out, or at least giving opportunity, um, um, you have to uh, introduce the people to the society, the do's and the don'ts. I met someone from Congo over 10 years ago, and the U.S. the U.S. government had, and she was doing well. She was from the ruling class of that section of Congo. She was born in Congo, but raised in France. Got an education, came back to her country, and had a business. And she was telling me that she was approached by someone from the U.S. government and asked her, hey, would you want to come to America? And so she said, hey, sure. So they gave her, yeah, that's what, indoctrination. Yeah, they had this whole seminar for she and other people about the history, the culture of America. And they placed her in a job. This somehow she had connections, I guess because of her father. Yeah, um, in the banking system. Yeah, what do you call it, the Federal. She had connections at the Federal Reserve Bank, and they gave her a job. She did well. Just look at the birds there. We have big birds here. So I know what the U.S. can do and what they have done to select the people. That you have an indoc, you introduce the people, if they're real asylum seekers, whatever, or guests of the American government, you get an indoctrination. How come she didn't have one? I mean, how come the Haitians aren't getting one? Look at that. I love looking at the hills. I love it. Something's going on. So you have about 20,000 or so dumped in Cincinnati, Ohio. There are no resources there. And people are like zombies. The lady who was found, now they said they didn't see her kill the cat, but they saw her eating the cat. And the lady looked like she was out of her mind. Out of her mind. She looked like in her 30s. She looked best. Again, I like Haitians. I mean, I like the fact that in history they were great warriors in Haiti, and they defeated the strongest military of that day. France had a very strong military, and they initially defeated them. And that's what I remember about Haiti. But they did a foolish thing. And I'm learning through this mistake they did. They were asked, because they got the freedom, fought, and they won the battle. Yeah, they won the battle, but war. The French said, hey, we can make you citizens of France. And I think what they might have saw in their mind's eye, I'll get to wear the pretty clothes like these people are wearing, live in their houses, and live like a rich French guy. So they said yes. See, they use ego. The French used ego to entrap them. What happened? Well, their general, the Haitian general, Toussaint, was captured. He was captured and forcibly removed to France to die in a dungeon. That bird. Look at that bird. They could swoop down low. When I first brought Lavender, my dog, here, they were swooping down on. I was scared. Yeah, the birds here are big. Yeah, they can get bold here. I guess they smelled new blood. It was so spooky. The birds just seemed to go crazy one day. My dog had surgery. Had Oh wow, I thought my birds talking. That's weird. I thought the bird was trying to talk for a moment. I hear the crows can talk. Yeah, they have cameras here. Some are right there. I'm glad they do. Yeah. Sorry. Come, come, come. It's a crane. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just captivated by the wildlife. Yeah, there's wildlife in Rwanda. Yeah, you gotta watch your step here, you know. You can easily fall in a hole. Yeah, you better, yeah, you gotta really be careful. I'm getting better at it. So anyway, I'm sorry. So yeah, so Toussaint was captured and he died in prison in France. And then another leader in Haiti came out and they fought again. But this time they had the U.S. They had the U.S. and I think Spain went to France's aid and did an embargo. And that's what screwed Haiti. I think if they would gotten it, I don't know. I mean, speculation on my part. If they didn't believe the French about the citizenship and Toussaint lived, would there still been an embargo? Well, one thing is what's happening now. A lot of politics, a lot of party, and it's sad. They had an embargo for like 100 years. That would screw up any nation. So I'm offended when I hear in the U.S. when they say it's the poorest nation on the hemisphere. It was created by the U.S. The U.S. did that to them. They weren't allowed to have enterprise. Now Haiti shares the same island with the Dominican Republic. But how the Dominican Republic works, they're very fixated. The people met from there, many people from the Dominican Republic live in New York also. A fixation on being favored as a white person. They identify with whiteness and do anything to be liked by whites, even though its culture is very African. The merengue, that is so African. The food is African. They're beautiful people. But the things that happen when they come, I guess what I'm trying to get up to, when some of these beautiful people who really want to work and be something, when they come to America, the stresses of trying to make it big can get to them. And the eagerness to not be associated with Black America. But initially, they are with Black Americans. When I started out as a young adult, we had parties together. They were invited to my party. Yeah. But the eagerness to socially climb up gets to many of them. I met people from the Dominican Republic, dark complexion. And they said, oh, I'm not a black person, I'm an Indian, please. It's sad. You have beautiful music, beautiful food. Just the looks of the people, they're beautiful. But it's sad. And they share the same island with Haiti. Haiti has a very strong African identity. But at the same time, they want to be perceived as being educated, to be something higher. So it's so shocking to me. I have to pick up for my dog. Sorry. Sorry about that. Picking up after my dog. Again, I'm not trying to, I hope I'm not offending anybody. What I'm is sensitive. Again, I'm talking about the social atmosphere, what's happening, what could happen to individuals, people so-called of color, and when they come to the U.S., totally different environment for them. And they may be in a panic mode, fear mode, and they just want to move up. But in this situation now, what's happening in Springfield, to bring whole communities. Let me just put this back in my pocket. To bring in a whole community, unannounced, no resources, and people go on panic mode. Hey, Diego. They're in panic mode. And food, where's the food? Okay, these people are practical. Okay, they see a bird, they see something, so okay, let me just go eat it. So, wild bird, let me just eat it. And I think also have the social scientists. They know what these people are going to do, certain nationals. And it's not just Haiti. There's other people from Central. They're practical. You see animal, go, go eat it. Come on, Lavin. Come. I got afraid. Watching the video this morning, I had fear and sadness. I'm in a foreign country. The people treat me here very well. I like the people here. If I didn't like them, I'd be out. But I like the people here in general. Very nice. The weather here is beautiful. At least early morning. I like the early morning, and the evenings are nice and cool. But there are a lot of poverty here. There is. Come on, come. I don't want him to eat the... Yeah, see, my dog is still on treatment. So I don't want it to relapse, Come. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm in a foreign country. And then I'm in a country that has its history. And I'm aware of that in the back of my head. Aware of it. So you don't think sometimes I might get concerned about certain safeties. Many of them know I'm not from here. My dress. Even if you think you're dressing, you have American blacks like myself. And we may think, oh, well, we're something African looking. I wear African fabric, but you don't look American. But you're not from. You're not physically from there. The language, the culture, and the way they wear clothes. Now they wear westerns here. Most of the people wear Western clothes. But you get a Westerner wearing Western clothes, and you get someone from Africa wearing Western. They don't look the same. But I hope morning. Nah, man, come on, come on. He's coming up there. Yeah, these are realities. When I was walking with my dog, like I mentioned, the people wear Western clothes. People that just walk by, they wear Western clothes. But they know who's who. They know I'm not from here. And so you stand out. And I've been asked very forcefully to give the money. And if you're not expecting it, like this guy, a man, a grown man, older man, and I thought he just wanted to pet my dog because I had my dogs on my arm. I was going in this community, this neighborhood, where an acquaintance of mine lives. And he walks up to me. It's a poor man, very poor looking. He looked like, you ever see the movie The Beverly Hillbillies? The father, how he dressed? He looked just like that, but a black man, just like that. So I thought he was an honorable person, plain. And he just walked right up to me and had his hand, his palms up, right next to my dog's head. So I just thought maybe he wanted to pet the dog, and he just kept it like there. He mumbled something, and I didn't know what he was saying. He was speaking in Kinyarwanda. I didn't know what he was, because again, I'm seeing him as a very, respectable looking farmer. So I remember I bent my head down, and I was thinking to myself, what does he want? I said, so I thought, maybe I just give him something to eat. And then he yelled at me. Honey, I felt it in my, like people could project verbally, and you feel all that energy coming at you. It hit my chest. Morning. It hit my chest. The force of his speech. It was so intense. It startled me. Yeah, because I was going in my little purse. He was looking really intent at my purse. Actually, it was my doggy treat bag. So it's about 3x5, a little thing. You can put your little doggy treats. That's what it was. And I had stuffed 2 bananas, baby bananas in it. So as I was going in the purse, that's when he yelled at me. Ah! Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, I was scared. And then I handed it to him, and he just looks at it. I thought he was going to throw it at me. Come on, Nevin, come. I thought he was going to throw it at me, and I'm going. Yeah, I decided, hey, let me leave here. It shook me up. It shook me up very much because, hey, this was an older man. He looked like a real old guy, like a farmer, old-fashioned farmer from the past. Yep. You wouldn't think what could happen. What he saw was a lady. I was wearing pink. I was wearing a hoodie. You know, a lot of hoodies here. And I had a pink hoodie on with a pink floral ball cap and slacks. Real simple. I stood out like a sore thumb. I stood out like, oh, this got money. You're holding a little doggy like this one. That's what they say. place. She got money, and I want it. There was a lot around. People were going to work at that time. Whatever. When people get desperate, what if no one was there? Demanding. He's a grown ass man. And some young children, too. It's frightening. It's frightening when you're just minding your own, what you think, just minding your own business, or even at nighttime near my home. I was carrying my dog. It was dusk approaching. I was on my way home. These two. I was talking to an older lady with a baby. She wanted. She was curious with the dog. And then these two other people came. At first, I thought they were related. Two other people. They had twigs on their head, carrying a large load of twigs on their, almost poking the lady's eye out. And the older of the children said, "Give me money, give me money." Real coarse. They must be watching the same film because the other people that I've met, they said it the same way. I don't know what they're watching on TV or videos, but it's so tacky. But what I'm getting at, people, someone could be a friend today and an enemy tomorrow. People could say and do things. When people get panicked, when people feel that you have more than they, and you should spread that love around, that money. Oh, here you go. Sawa. Yeah, they're friendly here. I like the people here. I like the older people, older ladies. Mm, yeah, this is the one to the far right. Yeah, they're nice people. But what I remember, what could happen when people are perceived, when people are in panic mode and they fear, they can do desperate things. That's all I'm saying. When people think you have, and I ask myself, wait a minute. I start to analyze it. Now, like for a good example, I went to a seamstress to get some clothes made. And it's like a work pool of other ladies waiting to get a client, whatever. And she was fitting the stuff. And one of them that sat up in front comes in the back, and she said theatrically, "I'm hungry, I'm hungry," real loud and real theatrical. I'm looking at this fat ass woman. Please don't to me if you're a fat woman and saying that you're hungry. I'm not trying to be insensitive. She ain't hungry, okay? There are hungry people here, but this fat cow is not hungry. But she sees opportunity, and that's that this is the issue I'm getting at. You have people, individuals who see opportunity when they look at certain people, like myself. They see opportunity, and the opportunity is I want to squeeze out what she might have, think she has. If she was that hungry, she would have been asking her friend sitting next to her, "Oh, do you have any food or money?" Right? And the fact that you are violating every rule of your have a business, and the rapport, they have a client and the worker there, you build up a rapport. Well, you're not to get another person in the middle of that and try to take away from your customer, right? Well, that's what she was doing. She violated the rule of the game of retail business. Marajo, here you go. Yeah, you can't do that. So I was angry at her because she violated that rule and she's carrying on like a fool. Don't come up to me like a fucking fool. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. So, hey, why are you telling me that? I responded. And she just repeats, I'm hungry. And she's pounding on the, um, the tops of where the sewing machines are. So I say, hey, she's asking me, telling me, what do you want me to do? Why are you telling me that you're hungry? You hungry? Go ask him. That's what I did. That's what I said. I said, go tell him. Don't tell me that. I did. Yeah, I was just really irritated with this woman because I know she's not hungry. All of a sudden, she's going to get hungry and pound on the sewing machine tables. She's hungry, a fat cow. So she walks away. And then I remembered I had, this is months ago, this might be 5 months ago. I remember I had bananas. So I gave her 3 bananas. So she takes the banana, and then she's mocking me. She's, again, her theatrics. She says, wow, wow, wow. And she's holding up, mocking it. But she ate it. She ate that bad boy. And then she gave a little bit to a little child that was with her. The little child might have been 2, 3 years old. And she shut up the rest of the day. Yeah. So people here, in my experience, can do things that you may not expect. It could look like an acting class 101. When people spread. Here, I'm in an establishment, and a lady does that. I'm getting a service done, and then you're gonna come in and act like a fucking fool? See, it's about opportunity, it's not about hunger. They see you, and they want what you have. Come on. Come on. Hello. Hi. Come. See, they see you, and they want what you have. It's not about hunger. It's about greed. And that's the difference here. People who have a need, and if I have, I'm not going to give money. If I have food on me, I give them. I've had someone that come to my house, came to the gate, a grown man, like in his 30s. But he was humble. He was a humble man. He says, I'm hungry. Could you please give me food? He knew enough English. And I said, okay, I put my hand out. Oh, one moment. He waited, and I got him. So, yeah, I had gone grocery shopping the day before or something, so I had stuff. See, food is hard to get here. It's not easy to get. Transportation is a big issue. Because you have to bring that, getting the food is difficult because, like, we have a market. It's dangerous to market. I haven't taken in the market. I wanted to, but it's dangerous. How they set it up, holes on the ground, it's really dangerous. And you're putting your life on the line anytime you go to buy food. Just grow, your veggies and things like that. It's literally dangerous. If you're an elderly and you can't walk, baby, I feel sorry for you. It's very dangerous. And then now you have to carry the food home. I'm not as young as you might think. I'll be 62 this year. and your back's not as strong. You're not as strong. It's heavy. So it is what it is, people. And so people see you and they see opportunity. Yeah. And they'll take, I met some people. I had someone that called me yesterday or the day before. She has a little business, American lady. They robbed her. Her employees, her employees robbed her. 4 different people. They're not hungry, but they want what you have. And that reality that I've learned here in Africa. Yeah, this is Africa. They do a lot of buildings here. It's beautiful. I mean, this is like a suburb. And the rich and the poor are neighbors. Dead poor people. And then you have people who have more, they have cars. They live next door. And so you get someone knock on your door, asking you for food or whatever. My fear is that I know it's going to get worse in America. That's why I left. Whatever what happens in America will spread. And I'm fearful that it might have things, worse things could happen, start to happen here. Here, the government is stable here, but you still have a lot of poverty here. And I'm not trying to sound cute, like that. Oh, look at that American girl acting bougie. No, I'm being real. People who they carry these yellow containers, 20-liter containers for their water for the day. And sometimes there's no water in that thing, and they're still trying to get just the damp, like it's like a clay. It's like a little damp, and they're still trying to scoop up water, and there's no water. Desperation. That's what I'm talking about. But I hope that is what I'm talking about, people. I mean, things are considered good here in this country, but you still have those who don't have. And there was an incident that happened a little over a month ago. The person that, well, I don't want to say. Um, Only thing I can say is that people can turn on you. Person that could be reading the Bible 1 minute, and then they can get aggressive. I'm just saying, being honest. So you have a lot of these YouTubers who say, hey, go to this place, that place, but they never show you a damn thing what's going on. I show you. I show you things. I show you. I try to hide things. I don't hide it. I'm not popular, but I don't hide it. See, a lot of people don't want to know the truth. They can't handle the truth. It's not about being insensitive. I'm a very sensitive person, but I'm not stupid. You don't think I get scared? Sometimes I get scared for my dog because I do know that they do take dogs here. Well, I was told a person had a business, boarding business for dogs. He told me, look, it happens here too, he told me. I said, really? He said, yes, they steal dogs. So I guess that was walking past a construction site. There's a lot of constructions here. A lot of people recognize me. I mean, I meet many people. I say hello to most of the people here. They recognize me with my dog. Even when I don't have my dog with me, they say, hey, where's Lavender? So I know that they know me. My dog's name is Lavender. Yeah, he likes being outdoors. So yeah, you have. They were getting a little bit too handsy yesterday, and hey, I get scared when I smell alcohol on their breath. Come on, Lappy, come. Yeah, come on. Yeah, when I started to smell alcohol on the guy's breath, it was getting kind of handsy with my dog. Yeah. He had remembered me from some time ago. He said, "Oh, your dog was sick before, right?" So I know that must have talked to him. But sometimes fear, when they get too handsy with him, I get scared sometimes. I was scared yesterday, be honest. So he always let me know that he knew of the dogs, that was sick before, and you were carrying him before. So I know, okay, when people start to get too preoccupied with him, my defense goes up. And in seeing that film on Alex Jones' show, people eat. I'm not suggesting that they're going to eat my dog. I'm not, but again, I was told that they can steal your dog. It can happen. But I hope they're good. I like the people here. I like them. But I'm, but I'm being, but I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic about life. Realistic that people, in one moment, could say, "Come on, come on, come." You got to be realistic. Again, I'm a female. I'm a female. I'm in a country. I may stand out. Okay, they're nice. I like the people here, but poverty can change people. Desperation can change people. I'm Haitians, and so Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm sorry, Springfield, Ohio, is going mad. The people are going mad there. The Haitians live there. They're like zombies. And I know Haitians. The Haitians I grew up with were law abiding, hardworking, clean, but you have 20,000 or more. Now one third of the populations are migrants slash illegals. And they're eating the video of the lady, come, Lavin, lady eating a cat on the street, raw, eating a cat raw in the street. They're eating the lady's cat. Scary. Some people, Manuel say Neza. There you go. It is frightening, people. It is frightening. I personally know Haitians. Grown up with them in school and in college, and know a little bit about the history of Haiti. I I I um I would never think something like that could happen. You go mad. See, it's a new bunch, not vested, and just bring them out. I'm just looking, someone's lying on the ground. Okay. It's spooky. Yeah, the times have changed, and the times are serious. There's a song that I sang before, a hungry man is an angry man. A West Indian song. Yeah. When you're hungry, you get angry. Come on, Devin. You're hungry, you get angry. And jealousies, people see you, they see what you have. Now, if they were really hungry, they would have asked their neighbor, their friend. They're connected. But I hope. I'm just seeing someone. I don't know what's going on. Hope it's nothing. I just see someone. Maybe they're exercising. Okay, yeah, okay. See, so, okay. Yeah. Look at the history. Like, yeah, and I meet people who had left the country as a child because everybody knows what happened in this country, in Rwanda, Hotel Rwanda, that movie. What happened? That's a reality, people. You have people, young people, again, a hungry man is an angry man. And people, some of the people, young people here, that again, a lot of people do agriculture. But what if you are a survivor of what happened many years ago? And then you see someone with a machete and knives? Won't you get scared? Yeah, one time I was walking and someone just stops in the middle of the road and just stares at me. And had a long knife. And just stand there. I just went in the opposite direction and went back in my house. You don't know what people, what's going on in their head. You really never know. So I think my knowing the history and meeting people who told me their stories that they had to flee. Well, anything happens in America, you don't think it's going to trickle down here? The world? It's going to be an economic crash. You think people are hungry now? People are really going to be hungry then. So yeah, I love the Haitian people. I love the, the, the triumph that they one time, and now they resort in eating your cat. They're taking people's pets. They go into parks that have ponds and those big ducks. They're tearing off their head and leaving their head in the street and bringing the food, the animal home to eat. God have mercy. It's their survival mode. Come. Moaho. Here you go.
waramutse.
Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. So these are farmers next to me. So I guess I'm going to be going now. Yeah. Let me just stop here for a second. Yeah, the things that I say, I'm not saying to be offensive. I'm not trying to stereotype people. I love the Haitian people. But I have experience. I have experiences with them in America. I lived in the Caribbean at one time, worked with people from Haiti, went to school with Haitians, went to college with Haitians. When desperation kicks in, when you have 20,000 and more resources, this is what could happen. People become, not just Haiti, other people were eating the guineas and the rats in the streets in New York City. It's sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. And I'm nervous for my dog. He's my baby. Some might think he's food. You bet I'm going to be more protective over my dog. I'm very scared for him. What could happen? People can get real handsy. What are they going to do? So I really wish the people in America safety, protection, and that we wake up and see through the deception of the Biden Harris administration. They don't love America. They don't love the migrants. They're tricking them to come here and then they abandon them and then they just run mad. Please wake up, people, and start speaking out and protect your family. Thank you again. Peace, love, and safety to you all. Bye bye.